Attorney fees can be pricey, so most people don't have their contracts reviewed. Marie Smith and her husband didn't think twice before agreeing to the terms and conditions of their credit union's car loan contract. But now she wishes they did.
We signed the papers, and that was the end of it.
They bought a car in 2016 and financed it through Vantage West. Smith says they thought they were purchasing a loan that would be 100% forgiven should she or her husband die. But when her husband passed away, she learned they only qualified for 25% loan forgiveness.
My husband was in his late 70s at the time, and I was not, my late 60s.
Vantage West says there was a significant period during the life of the contract when Marie's husband would have qualified for 100% payout, but he essentially aged out. In a statement to News 4 Tucson, a spokesperson for Vantage West says borrowers have a duty to read all the pages of documents they sign and to ask questions if they do not understand any of the terms, such as the payout options, which are included in indented print on the second page of the standard form.
The fine print is so important, but we did not see it, and we did not know about it.
The first page had her and her husband's name, it had the amount of money, it had very basic information on the life protection that they were purchasing, and then they signed it. At the bottom of that page, that page didn't say this was page 104. And then there's 3 other pages that have no initials on there, so she didn't have to initial any of the other pages to prove she had seen it.
Still, Newborn says it doesn't matter. Borrowers can be on the hook regardless of page numbers, where the signature lines are placed, or if the lender even signs the contract. Borrowers should ask for a copy of the contract, take time to review it, and have someone other than the lender explain the fine print. Vantage West says our hearts go out to Mrs. Smith with the unfortunate passing of her husband. However, this contract was signed by Mrs. Smith, and Vantage West was proper in the calculation of loan forgiveness based upon Mr. O'Hare's age at death. Because these borrowers did qualify for the program and did financially benefit by purchasing this product, and because the credit union fulfilled our end of the agreement, we can confirm that we have handled this case appropriately.
Newborn says Marie's situation could have been an easy fix if she just would have talked to an expert first. The Pima County Bar Association's lawyer referral service offers contract reviews. It's for anyone, and it just costs $35. Digging deeper, Alexis Burdine, News 4 Tucson.